Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to episode 26 of the first Star, our bid of course to win the Champions League with Everton for the first time. And you may wonder, why is there a game going on in the background? Well, that's going to become clear very, very soon. But today, first of all, it's a big episode because we face Middlesbrough in the league. Of course, we'll go through the fixtures in just a second. But this goal here, this goal is a historic goal. Terry Cook scored it. You may remember it. It made it 5-3 and gave us a chance for the second leg. But if we have a look at Champions League records, forget Messi, forget Ronaldo. The youngest goal scorer in Champions League history is Terry Cook. Right down there. My head's probably in the way. Hopefully I'm out of shot and you can see, there we go there, 16 years, 500 days, 252 days, Terry Cook, Champions League semi-final goal scorer, and that is a new record. Terry, you are just breaking records left, right and centre right now. It's amazing stuff, and there it is, youngest ever goal scorer in the Champions League, Terry Cook. But today, it's first up, well, it's all about the Champions League semi-final second leg, but first up we have Middlesbrough in the league. Now, Liverpool's playing Newcastle, which means a point may be enough. If Liverpool go on and beat Newcastle, which they kind of have to do if they want to win the league, because Manchester City can still pip them for the title, a point then may be enough to see off Manchester United. Even if Chelsea was to catch and pass us with 2 games in hand, you've got to say they're at least half a chance of that. A point here, assuming that Newcastle are defeated by Liverpool, would be enough to get us into the Champions League again for next season, and that would just be a massive relief off my shoulders, to be honest, because we haven't played that well this year, although we've got 71 points, which isn't too shabby. Well, let's have a look at the team we're sending out to play Middlesbrough. They are stone motherless last, they are relegated, and this is the team. It's Pickford in goal, it's Robertson, Mina, Holgate and Kenny as the back four, it's Drinkwater and Morrow in midfield, it's Walcott, Vlasic and Lookman, and it's Terry Cook. Who else up front? He knocked on my manager's door in the comments, asked for a start in the league, and asking you shall receive, Terry. To be honest, he scored twice last episode off the bench. He's been banging him in the under-23s. I don't see a reason not to start him here. We've got Calvert-Lewin on the bench, so if things aren't going well, then we have the options there. I've also got young Carroll on the bench as well. I don't know if we can have a look at him just very quickly. No, he's not going to let me do it. We'll have a look in the game. I should be able to do it there. Now, what do we want to say here? I just want to say pressure's off. We're away from home. It's the final away game of the season. Let's forget what the media's been saying to us. Let's go out there. Let's get a point. And let's continue our Champions League journey next season. Alright, here we go. It's actually a really big game. As I said, a point here, well, 3 points. Let's assume Newcastle beats Liverpool. A win here against bottom of the table Middlesbrough, and that would mean that we are through. This is the youngster on the bench, 18 years old. He's in the academy at the start, so Everton fans may well be aware of him already. But he's on the bench here if things go well, because it's the end of the year. It's the time we want to try and blood some youngsters if we can, and so know what we have for next season as well. So yeah, we'll just kind of see how things are going. Liverpool's taking the lead against Newcastle, so as things stand right now, 0-0's enough, but we never play for a 0-0, especially against bottom of the table. That is just boring. Manchester United's winning again. As long as we get a point, they're 6 points behind us right now with 2 games to go. So a point is good enough no matter what Manchester United do. Liverpool's now 2-0 up, so it is looking as though a point will be enough. Here's Vlasic from the corner. That's a penalty. That is 100% a penalty. I'm not sure it's... Oh, is that Terry Cook? Number 9, I think, has won the penalty. Well, we're going to VAR. Excellent. Well, it looked like a penalty to me. I just happened again to be looking at that part of the pitch, and it looked as though he was definitely being held to me. Daniel Ayala, was that the Liverpool guy? I think did he play for Liverpool? He may have. There seems to be a lot of Ayalas running around. I get them all. Ayalas and Pellegrinis. All right, here's Vlasic from the penalty spot. This would be huge. You would wonder at Middlesbrough's ability to come back if he were to take the lead. Vlasic puts it away. Nicely done, son. That is only his 2nd goal of the year. He really doesn't score enough goals for an attacking midfielder. But he got that one, and that's what matters right now. It's the one thing when we lost Gylfi is that Vlasic is a really good player. He just doesn't score as much as Gylfi did. So hopefully he'll pick that up for next season. But as things stand right now, Middlesbrough, who barely score goals at all, need to score 2 now to keep us out of the Champions League for next season. Alright, a throw here. Robinson in for Vlasic, down for Drinkwater. Go on, Lookman, what's he going to do? He's going to have a run. Lays it off for Denny Drinkwater. Morrow, back for Denny Drinkwater. Lookman, this is nice patient play. just probing for an opening. He goes Vlagic on a bit of a run. No, and Albi now going to go the other way and have to do a little bit of defending. They're, as you'd expect from a Tony Pulis coach team, they're a long ball team. So Tavernier goes on a bit of a run. We've done well there, though. Morrow, and I think was that Drinkwater that got the initial tackle in, I think, as well. Here's Walcott. This is a long old highlight. They tend to end in goals. Can he find Terry Cook? He can. Terry Cook! Oh, off the post, was it? Maybe that's a bit ambitious. Maybe Randolph did get a hand to it. But a decent effort nonetheless. Yeah, the keeper did save it. Not even close to the line. But a good run nonetheless. Let's demand more here. Let's not get complacent like Mr. Mason Holgate is showing us. Alright, throw. Robertson in for Lookman. Flicks it on. It's not going to get picked up. It's a long ball forwards. Out for... Is that Ashley Barnes, I wonder? That's a... I was going to say terrible pass, but they've got to it. Saville. Oh, Morrow's nicked that beautifully. Can we go the other end now? I'm wondering if we need to be a little bit more direct here. I figured because they're a long ball team, I kind of just want to keep the ball from them. You know, use the old attack is the best form of defense. If we have the ball, then they can't do anything with it. Here goes Vlagic on the run. Vlagic is opening up in front of him. Lays it off for Lookman. Can he square it? He can. It's Walcott! And that is 2-0. And that now, surely, is Champions League football for next season. That's... We would. You know what the problem was this year? As I said, we've got 70-odd points. It's not like we've had a bad year. But I feel like the problem is that we had a lot of games, particularly in the middle part of the year, where we either drew them, which is fine, I guess, because you're picking up points, or we didn't play well and sort of got wins sort of 3-2 and 4-2 and sort of wins like that, where we didn't play well. We have really good... I mean, Bernard, we're missing him for a lot of the year, but he's been amazing. Richarlison's been really good. Walcott's had a decent year, to be honest, for someone who I'm thinking we're getting rid of at the end of the season. Walter, like, for Morrow! Gylfi Sigurdsson kept us in it for, large parts of the first half of the season until he left as well. So I think we just had individual players that were keeping us in games rather than particularly playing well. But Manchester United's winning. Liverpool, are they... Go on, Villa. 2-0 up. So, again, you fancy them. They need this result as for themselves as much as anything. I'm going to say don't get complacent, I think. We haven't played that well. We've done okay, but we haven't played that well. We've got a stressed-out Drinkwater. And I was going to make a joke about calming down, have a glass of water, but, that's a dad joke, and I don't want to be known for them before my time. If we were to get a third, then I think we would look to bring Carroll on. We're going to leave Terry Cook on as long as we can here. Let's show some passion. There we go, fired up most people. Anything else you want to do? I want to try and save Digna for the Champions League. It's 3-0 now against for Liverpool. That means Middlesbrough now need to score 3 goals to beat us here. Drinkwater and Morrow, who do we take off? I think we probably take off Morrow, if I'm honest. We'll leave Drinkwater on for a little bit of experience next to young Bobby Carroll there. Support, midfielder on support. That works nicely. It's a debut for Bobby Carroll, so that's nice to see. And yeah, I mean, I don't really want to do anything else here, if I'm honest. We'll give him maybe a get creative. Match ratings are coming up. Terry Cook, he's just had that one chance. It hasn't really been a game for him, to be honest. He won the penalty, which is obviously well done. Drinkwater, nicely done there. I'm really tempted to see if we can keep Jenny Drinkwater for next season. I know someone in the comments, and forgive me, I can't remember who it was, said that we can do better. But just in that, specifically in that deep-lying playmaker role, I really, really like him. I don't want to pay money for him. I don't like him that much. But, if we can maybe get him out again on loan, or if we can pick him up on a free, something like that, then I'm thinking that sort of a deal I wouldn't mind getting done. We'll wait for the chance here. We'll give it some praise. And now it's all about Manchester City, isn't it? It's going to be tough. We're 2-0 down. Well, sorry, we're 2 goals down. We need a 2-0 win. Or something of that. The good thing about scoring 3 away goals is that if we win by 2 goals, we should go through. It's unlikely it's going to be 6-4, isn't it? So we need to win by 2 goals. We need to obviously try and keep a clean sheet. They've kind of worked that nicely there, Middlesbrough, haven't they? Let's just give that a bit of a wake-up call here. Like I say, they need 3. So It's not panic stations just yet, but that's not long ball football, is it? That was quite nice, and we've been pulled out of position there hopelessly, Kenny. Chasing the ball down. It's okay, there's nothing to worry about here. I'm thinking we'll set up the same way we did at the start of last game, sort of tighten midfield. Now, if they were to score now, it gets a bit nervy, doesn't it? Come on, boys. Especially with Manchester United winning as well. Come on, get that away. Well done! Oh, no. Oh, no, they've come roaring back into this. And now we need to have a think. That's really annoying. Do we give it a demand more? See, now they're looking anxious. You've done this to yourselves, guys. I don't know how else to tell you that. All right, can we go now and just go back ahead of this game? Lookman, a little bit of space to run into there. Goes for a shot. That's ambitious, Lookman. And that is surely not the highlight. That is the highlight. Okay. I don't want to go defensive because we're not actually winning the game. There's time. There's time. There's a minute to go. The big question ahead of Manchester City too, if we just diverge back onto that for a second here, is who we're going to play in the central defence. I mean, Keane and Mina didn't really play well last game. I'm thinking Keane and Stark perhaps, but I don't really know for sure. Lookman's running into trouble there. Still 30 seconds to go here. Come on, boys. Tavernier we maybe should have closed him down a little bit more here. There's time for us. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on, get to that, boys. Come on. 10 seconds to go. It's beginning to look as though it could be an end of game highlight, but it has been a long one, which makes me a little bit nervous that there's something to come here. Though there it is. It's a disappointment in the end to only get a draw out of that game, but with Liverpool winning, that does mean we are, I'm actually going to say I'm not happy with that. We are in the Champions League next year. Just make sure my maths is correct here. 1 game to go. We're 4 points and more than 4 points ahead of them. So that is job done. Even if Chelsea were to catch and pass us now, we'd still be in 4th. We're in the Champions League next year. So well done, everybody. That is important. That is massive. As I said, it's a real shame we couldn't have held out for the win there. Liverpool are champions. Hooray for them. Walcott has one more appearance. So we won't be playing Walcott again unless we need him in the Champions League, because that's $500,000 otherwise, and we don't really want to do that. Davy Selke's... Oh, as a result of the team qualifying for the Champions League. Okay, anyway guys, wait right there. Speaking of the Champions League, we'll be right back. We need to win by 2 goals. Okay, welcome back. It is time. We are at home. It's the second leg. We need to win by 2 goals and not concede more than 3. You can see we've never beaten Manchester City yet. Oh, it's going to be tough. These are the heroes we're sending out to hopefully do the job for us. I've really tried to set things up tactically here to hopefully get the better of them, but we'll see how we go. So it's Pickford in goal, it's Digne, it's Stark, it's Keane, and Coleman as a back 4. Stark just had some blisters. He's fine to play though, as you can see, so that's good to know. Barrios, Davies, and Sergio Gomez, they go in midfield. Richarlison and Bernard, they're the wingers, and Davy Selke. We're going to try with some pressing forward, just try and put some pressure on their back line, and hopefully he'll refine his goal-scoring form. Because on his day, he's world class, isn't he? We've seen him just absolutely score worldies and rescue games for us before. So we can see the way City's lining up there. What do I say in this team talk? I think we're going to have to go with a bit of passion. You deserve to be in the final, make it happen. Yeah, let's try that. Some calm, we have faith. And yeah, let's get on out there. And just see what we can do. The Evertonians are going to need to roar us home here. And, yeah. I don't think, I'll be honest, I don't think we can do it. But you never know. If we can get an early goal, keeping a clean sheet is going to be important as well. But we'll just see how we go. Now, Terry Cook, he's match fatigued. He can't play in this one. But the good news, actually, is that Holgate is happy to stay at the club now. So that's good. He had previously been upset with playing time. You'd notice I've been playing him at centre-back quite a bit. So he's happy now. So that's good to know. He's all good to stay for next year. And the other thing I wanted to mention too is that it was Stu Taylor in the comments that said about showing the player attributes and their values and things like that as the game goes on. Next episode, it's just sort of, we're going to round out the season. We'll have a look at the squad then, and sort of course, we'll have a bit more time. I don't want episodes to drag on too long. That's a good ball. Just hacked away. Digne's there, though. Can he get it back in? Back post. It's there. Richarlison! It's a goal! It's 1-0. We are 1 goal away from the final. 1 goal away from the final. Come on, boys. Oh, could we do this? Could we do it? A good looping crossing. That was a cracking ball in. Unlucky Walker got to that, but Digne just knocked it into the back post beautifully, and Richarlison, unmarked, was there to head it home. We're winning 1-0. It's 5-4 on aggregate, and we come straight back. Oh, no. Have we just angered the beast? Go with him. Go with him. Oh, Sane rips us to pieces every time we play him. It's back post. No! Is that a sign? Is that a sign? It just might be our day. Come on, boys. Demand more. More of that, please. Stark's looking nervous. That's not ideal. We do have Holgate on the bench to come on and play in centre-back. The reason I have him on the bench is because he can also cover right-back. So then we just need to have... We have Robertson, and we've covered the entire back four in terms of positions. Let's give it another get creative here. That's inspired the boys. Come on. We haven't had much of the ball, but you tend to get that against Manchester City anyway. I don't want to play long balls forward. I just don't think that is the best way. Not yet, anyway. Come on. Digne's there, heads that clear. Tom Davies, can he find a ball out? He can. Selke's there, he's quick. All right, Richarlison's getting into the back post. We've got men pouring forward. Selke, back post. Richarlison! Oh, it's still there! No! Oh, for a second then, I thought we were going ahead on away goals. What a first half this has been from us, though. Really, really good. Sergio Gomez knocks it in. Back post. It's headed away, is it? It's a free kick. Bernard with a push on Laporte. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's get creative. If we can get a second before the break. The problem is that it's always, that we know that they can score almost in a heartbeat with their front three. Particularly Aguero and Sane. They are so good. But we've given as good as we got in that half. And that is pretty much as we could expect, isn't it? I'm going to... Things are going... Can we say things are going well? Capable of better. I know a lot of you want to avenge. I'm pleased with how things are going. It's not what I want to say. You can go out there and play the second half without any pressure on you. I like that. Now, one thing I did want to quickly mention too, as I said, next episode will kind of wrap up the season. Maybe it'll be during a Champions League final. Maybe it'll be just watching the final game of the league season against Watford. But let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to be our player of the season? It will be the end of season awards, of course. We've booked out Echo Arena for that, so that should be a big night. But let me know who you think is going to be our player of the year. Thinking about it, I mean, it's got to be, I would imagine, Selke. No one's really been really consistently good through the year. I would imagine Selke or Richarlison. Bernard was injured, wasn't he, for about 3 months, so it'd be difficult to give it to him. Maybe... I don't know. The ball for Selke! Selke! We're in the lead! We're in the lead! What a ball that is from Coleman through to Davy Selke. 21 goals this year, and we are in front. As things stand right now, we're in the final. We are going to the Champions League final. That is incredible. I'm going to say concentrate. Cracking ball from Coleman. What a first touch from Selke. That was the touch of a god, wasn't it? They killed that right into his path and finished it beautifully. Oh, can we do this? Can we do this? This is unbelievable. To be honest, I spent a lot of time studying previous games against Manchester City and how we could try and beat them. I didn't expect to actually go and do it. I'll give them some praise for this. They deserve that much. We're either playing really well or really poorly, though, aren't we? We're just going to keep things going as they are and see how we go here. Now, the other semi-final is Manchester United and Paris. It's kind of right to start thinking about that now. I don't know who we'd want in that. Oh, I can't believe we're going to go through a game against Manchester City and not concede. So I think we need at least one more. Sergio Gomez, that's a cracking pass from Richarlison. Oh, ball intercepted. Yeah, I think we are going to need at least one more goal. But, yeah. Oh, could we do this? There's Aguero. Oh, this is it, isn't it? This is it. Cross comes in. It's well cleared by Stark. Oh, no. Oh, what a save from Pickford. What a save. Oh, they're looking nervous now. We're looking fired up. Come on, boys. Let's demand more. Do we want to make any changes? We don't really have anybody on the bench. I mean, we have people on the bench, but no one that I particularly want to bring on. We could do Berg for Davies as a defensive sort of sub. Oh, are we going to do... We might be going to do this, guys. We just might be going to do this. Digne in for Gomez. For Bernard turns. Bernard! Oh! We've done it! They need 2 goals! We're going to make the final. We're actually going to make the final, guys. We're a goal up on aggregate. They need to score 2 to overcome us now on aggregate. We're beating Manchester City 3-0. I did not see this coming. What a goal from Bernard. And we're 3-0 up. I just can't say that enough. We're 3 goals up. Look at this. They know they're going out now. Let's praise them like we should. And what a performance. Come on. Do we just make some showboating subs now? Let's start resting players, shall we? Let's bring Berg on for Gomez. Play him as a deep lying playmaker. We don't need to be getting forward anymore, boys. We've got this one. Digne, let's not risk an injury. He's just coming back, so we're resting players now. We're resting players for the final. If they get 1, they need... What did I say? They need 2, don't they? So that's fine. Maybe I was a little bit relaxed there, but surely they're not going to score 2 goals in 2 minutes, are they? Nice ball out for Richarlison. Go on, son. Oh, if they get 1, though, it's nervy, isn't it? Oh, we're out of position. Oh, was that a save from Pickford? I think that was a save. It was a save. What a save from Jordan. That's up there with World Cup against Colombia. That was an absolute worldie. Come on. Good block. Let's do this again, boys. Get in front. Back post, Sané. Oh, no. There's still a minute to go here. What's the ref doing? Has he ruled it out? He has. They're reviewing it. It's been ruled out. I think, it's been ruled out. That's fine. We must have been offside, I think. 15 seconds to go. Excellent tackle from Barrios, that one. And guys, it's happened. We're in the Champions League final. Excellent stuff. Can we get this away? We're going to keep a clean sheet against Manchester City. Richarlison, just mistimed his run there, Davy Selke. But it doesn't matter now, because the final whistle's going to go in any second. And blow it up, ref. I don't know what's happening. The game's teasing me. Oh, we're going back to look at the offside. Little bit of luck, that one. Good finish from Sané. I'm not quite sure why we went to look at that then. I don't know what's happened. But there it is. Is that it? I'm very confused. Hit play. Is that going to help anything? I don't know what's happening. Literally, I don't know what's happening. We're in the final, boys. How have we done that? 4 shots on goal. We've scored 3 of them. What a performance from the boys. We've got a Champions League final to look forward to, guys. I'm just speechless, really. That was amazing. And there it is, 6-5 on aggregate. We've overcome the 5-2 deficit from the first leg. And we've only got to make the final. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have enjoyed this episode, guys, and if you haven't enjoyed this episode, then stop watching, because this is as good as it gets. Well, maybe you can get a little bit better if we win the final. But make sure you hit thumbs up, because that is unbelievable. 10 million in the bank as well. What I'll do is I'll skip forward here, see who we're playing in the final, and then we'll come back and wrap up the episode. So here it is. We play Paris Saint-Germain in the final. Neymar and co. Mbappe. What could possibly go wrong? If you want to know how they made the final, just the 4-0 win to Manchester United. Jeez, I have Milinkovic-Savic as well, Cavani. Yeah, I mean, we may have had a high point of the season here, boys, but we were in the final, and that is more than I thought we were going to do this season. I tell you what, could we go and do it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Could we go and beat Paris Saint-Germain in the final? What an ask that is, though. Let's have a look at their starting 11 here. Semedo as well. Ruben Neves, Milinkovic-Savic, Verratti, Mbappe, Neymar, Cavani. Oh, they got Suso as well. Geez, it's like a who's who of Football Manager. Wow, that is going to be quite something. And that is all for next episode, guys. On Sunday, we have a Champions League final. And what better way to take the edge of Liverpool winning the league than to go and win the Champions League final? But as I said, that's all for Sunday, guys. So make sure you join me then. If you have enjoyed that, thumbs up. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell because you do not want to miss when I upload the final. But until then, guys, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.